Just going to run through the Siemens Rev 24. As you can see here, we have the date at the top, the time and the current room temperature. And down the side here we have a menu, and we'll just run through those settings. If we press the button, the screen lights up and we can flick through the right hand side menus. Just go, and they'll just keep going around and around. At the very top we have auto, and at the bottom here you can see there's a 24-hour clock with some blocks. This is an on time, the bits in between here and here are off times, and then we've got another on time set up there. We'll go through that shortly. This is exception day. Exception day we're going to ignore. Constant comfort mode, this is constantly on, so we'll come back to this, but this is what you'll have it on if you want to use it manually. Energy saving mode, which we'll come back to again, and frost protection mode. Frost protection is what we're going to use for off, so come summertime, or if we don't want to use the heating at all, we're just going to put it in the very bottom one there, the little house, which is frost protection, and that'll be off. We'll run through the auto setting, which is your times set up here, and I'll show you how to change them. Just open the screen up, got this slider across the bottom, so I'll run through all the functions, slide it across as far left as it will go, and that'll be the time. And that is the current time, that's correct, but if you wanted to change it, just minus or plus, and we'll just bring it back to 6 minutes past 3. Next one along is the date up here. That date is correct, but again, if you needed to change it, just minus or plus there. Slide it across one more, over to the numbers here, and you'll see these numbers flashing at the top here. 1 to 5 is Monday to Friday. If you press the plus, it goes to 6 and 7, which is Saturday and Sunday. Press it again and you can go through individual days. What we'll do is we'll just set Monday to Friday. Slide it across one more and it's over to comfort pattern. So what you can have is you can have 1 on and off time, 2 or 3. Now most people will go for 2, so you have a on time in the morning and an on time in the evening and off overnight and during the day. So we'll go through that. Slide it across to P1 and it's set to come on at 6:30 in the morning. So what we'll do is we'll just change it down to 6, but you can just go plus or minus, set whatever time you want. Goes up and down in 10-minute increments. Set it down to 6 AM. You don't need to press OK or anything, just slide it across to the thermometer with the sun, and it's at 21 degrees. So it's going to come on up to 21 degrees and it's just going to keep your house at that temperature. Again, you can just adjust that with the minus or the plus. 21's quite comfortable, it's pretty warm, not too hot. Again, once you're on that setting, no need to press OK or anything like that, it's just leave it on 21, slide it across to P2, and again set your off time. We'll just set it to 9:30, so there you can see the on time and then the off time roughly along the bottom, so it gives you a bit of a guide. And then over to P3, so we're now over here, so that's going to be our off time, and 4:30 is the time that it's set to come back on. So again, we'll just change that to maybe 5, slide it across one more to the thermometer in the sun, set it 22, set it down to 21 again. So come on up to 21 degrees, and then P4 is your off time. We'll just set that down to 10:30 at night, and that's done. If you go across to P5 or any more of these over to P6, it just says pass because we've only selected 2 on the comfort pattern. So what we can do, slide it back over to the days. So we've done Monday to Friday, 6 and 7 we'll do Saturday and Sunday. Over to comfort pattern, maybe Saturday and Sunday we'll just have it come on and off once, as you might be at home all weekend. So it'll just be 1 on time, 1 off time. So P1, we'll set that to come on. 7 AM is fine, but again we can adjust it up or down. We'll set it to 7 AM. 21 degrees is good. And then it's going to go off at 11. We'll just set that maybe down to 10:30. And that's just on all day at 21 degrees. And that's your times and your temperatures set up for the week. And that's all you need to do. And you can just slide it across there and you can see the times there and the blocks there, and it's due to come on. This is the next on period just here. So at the moment it's off. So that's it. What you can also do in the auto setting is, if you slide it over to the moon, you can actually adjust your off temperatures, your off time temperatures, so your overnight temperatures and when it's off during the day. So again, you can set this to whatever you want, 14 or 13 or 12 even, just so it, it's not going to come on unless it's 12 degrees in the house. And again, no need to press OK, just slide it back across over to run, and there we have it. At the moment it's 22.8 degrees in here, it's quite warm, so the heating, even when it comes onto here, comes over to this time, is due to come on. We've got it set at 21, so it's not going to come on because we've got it set at 22. It's 22.8 degrees in the room at the moment, and you can see the little moon there. That indicates that we're in an off time. As soon as it comes into here, you'll see a little sun come up. So we're going to go into some other functions. Now we've got our time set up. We're going to ignore exception day. We're going to go down to constant comfort mode. Now you see that time clock's fully blocked out. We've got 22.8 degrees here. And all you have to do is just press plus or minus in that sun mode to select your desired temperature. So we're going to get the heating to come on, so I'm going to put it above the current room temperature. I'm going to put it up to 24. Now you've just heard that click and seen that triangle come on. So that means the boiler is now firing, it's calling for heat because it's 22.8 degrees. We've set it to 24. It's going to come on up to 24 degrees. Once it's heated the room sufficiently, it's going to turn off again. And that's it. And just to turn that off, you can just set that down to, I'll set it down to 20 degrees. Just hear it click and you see that triangle disappear. And that's manual mode. Go down one more. This is energy saving mode. So this is just off, but that's that moon there. So if you slide over to this moon down here, you have to have that set in auto. That's that 12 degrees there. So you can select that if you want. So you can just have the house at a constant 12 or whatever temperature you have that set up to. If you're away but you don't want the house to get too cold or anything like that, you can use that function. Slide back over to run. That was the energy saving mode there. And then frost protection. You'll just see that bar completely disappear at the bottom, and that's off. That's what we're going to use as off. It's not going to come on unless it reaches 5 degrees in the house, which is very unlikely, very cold. So that's just going to be off if you're away on holiday or anything. And that is about it. That's how I use the Siemens Rev 24.